Hey guys, I wasn't going to get on TikTok and say anything. I am not a person who likes to share anything private, not a person who likes to share anything on social media. But because this situation that happened to me today and that happened to my sister today, this is the second time that it has happened to me, and I feel like it is a very important matter to talk about, and it would be really stupid for me to not say anything. And so I'm just going to jump straight into the video. If you are a lady, if you are a mom who have kids, if you are a teenage girl, if you are any female, any woman, please watch this video. I don't want to say where I stay in the area and where I stay, but I will say in Walmart, near the Concord area, me and my little sister almost got kidnapped on today in Walmart. And this is not the first time that I have almost been kidnapped. This is actually the second time that I've almost been kidnapped. And I just wanted to get on here to let you guys know to please be careful of your surroundings. Please be careful of where you are, where you decide to park, where you decide to go to. Any stores, it doesn't matter where you go to, but please be careful. This almost happened to me the second time in Walmart, and so Walmart is the area and where I want you guys to be careful in, because people are sex trafficking women, people are sex trafficking and organ trafficking. They are doing all types of stuff, and women are the most vulnerable, children are the most vulnerable, and they will use that to their advantage, and they will try to kidnap you. And so today, me and my little sister actually went to Walmart, and I was going to go get some feminine products and stuff like that. So I went to go get the stuff that I needed, and then after that we went to in the toy section, and then we went when we were done, we went to the self-checkout. Finished paying for my stuff, was getting ready to leave, but I noticed that when I went to my car, I did not have my keys there. So I'm like, oh my God, like I asked my sister if she had my keys. She said that she did not have my keys. So at this point, I'm in a state of panic. So I left and went back into the store, and I said, well, let's backtrack all the places that we were to see if I left my keys in any of those areas. But before I did that, I went to the customer service to see if they found any keys and if anybody brought them any keys, and they didn't find anything. So I'm still just like, oh my God, here we go. So I go into all the areas that I went to when I first came in, all the areas that I shopped in, and I couldn't find anything. But I noticed that in all those areas that I was going to, there were two men who were following me and my little sister. And so at first I didn't think anything of it, because I'm just like, well, I don't want to say that they're being weird if they're not being weird. You know, they could very well be shopping. But I still had this really bad feeling, and this really bad gut intuition that was trying to tell me, like, hey, pay attention to your surroundings. So after I start feeling that, I'm like, okay, I 100% need to pay attention to where I'm going. I need to pay attention to who's around me. And so my sister went to look in the area that we were in, and she said that she didn't find my keys. So I'm like, okay, let me go in that area. And I noticed that one of the men followed us into that area. And so I'm like, okay. And so once I really noticed, like, hey, he's following me, I said to my sister, okay, no, come here. I grabbed her hand, and we went to the toys area, because that was the second area that I went to. And I was like, let me check in this area. So I went to check in that area, we didn't find any keys. Guess who followed us in that area? Both of the men. One of the men went into the next aisle, like he was directly across from me as I was looking, as I was digging in the toys to see if I left them in any of the toys that we were in. And then another man was like, the other man was right in front of us, but he was like all the way at the front of the aisle. So one of the dudes was like in the next aisle, and the other dude was at the front of the aisle. And so I'm like, okay, they must be working with each other, and now it's time for me to completely, like, we got to get out of here. Like, we have to go. But obviously, I still have not found my keys. So I'm definitely panicking, like, where are my keys? What is going on? At this point, I'm like, God, like, please help me. I need to find my keys. And so I'm just like, okay, go to the started walking to the self-checkout that we went to, and I'm like, okay. And then I was standing in like the middle, going towards the entrance, going to the self checkout, and I noticed that both of them were continuing to follow, both of me and my sister, and they were looking at each other and then looking at us. And so I'm like, okay, yeah, absolutely not. They're trying to play some games that I'm not willing to play today, and I need to go. So I said to my sister, let's hurry up, let's go look in this area. If we can't find it, we're gonna have to go to the entrance, call one of my parents, because we got to get out of here. So end up going, a man noticed that I was looking for something. So he was like, are you looking for anything? And I told him, yes, I'm looking for my keys. I can't find my keys. So he's like, well, I haven't seen any keys, but he goes to help me look for my keys. Couldn't find anything, so I'm just like, whatever, it's time for me to go to the front. Let me call my mom. Went to the front. This man ends up going to go ask the people that typically greet you in the front entrance, and he was like, oh, are these the keys that you're looking for? And I'm like, thank you, Jesus. Like, he was able to find my keys. I was like, thank you, just saying thank you over and over again, and just like to my sister, okay, we gotta go. So we book it to the car and we drove straight home. Nevertheless, I'm just getting on here to warn you guys. I'm not here for views or likes or anything like that. I just want you girls to stay safe, because this world is getting more evil. This world is getting more wicked, and quite frankly, these men don't care. They're here. They want to make money. Sex trafficking, organ trafficking, anything. Mind you, this is the second attempt that I've had to deal with in Walmart. And then not only me, but one of my family members was almost kidnapped last week. And so this is in this area in general, these people are out on the prowl. So any woman, any teenager, anyone, any female who stays in the Concord area, even the Charlotte area, in North Carolina in general, please be careful.